Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name's Frederick Weller, and today I want to talk about the pros and cons of using plot twist cards. So some of the pros of using plot twist cards, or good things about using it, is the players usually don't get bored. They can actually affect the story, which makes it more interesting for them. If you're a dungeon master, you're going to get lots of practice actually improvising, which is a good thing. Plot twist cards work really well in a sandbox style adventure, because the players can actually build in structure and links by adding things with the cards. One of the really important factors is that it gives the players the freedom to actually create the adventure they want. It also encourages group storytelling between the dungeon master and the player. The plot twist cards can give mechanical effects to the players or the monsters depending on what the player wants to do. You will often have game sessions that will live in your player's memory for a very, very long time. So what are the cons or negatives of using plot twist cards? Well, firstly, you're going to find that an adventure, whatever plot it has, is going to be completely modified. It will not last if you use plot twist cards. It can also turn your Dungeons and Dragons game into a game of cards, such as Magic: The Gathering. If you have power gamers at your table, you're going to find they're going to use those plot twist cards and they will completely break down the game. It actually takes quite a long time for any player to work out how to use plot twist cards. They will usually try to just use the section in the black, which is the mechanical effect, rather than using the suggestions listed below. So it usually took, I think, about a year for my players to figure it out. In the end they did though. Your players will also want to use the cards to trump really hard combat situations. So I basically said to them when I was running my games, you can't use the plot twist card in the middle of a combat. When you present these cards to your players, they will probably use them to their advantage rather than to their disadvantage. It will be alien to them to actually try and do that. That's to start with, at least. It will change over time. Plot twist cards also have a limited shelf life for any dungeon master. I used them to learn how to improvise, and after a while it wasn't necessary to have them at my table anymore, because when the players wanted to do something I could actually adjust. I didn't need them to have cards to actually shift and change the story, because I would do it anyway. Also too, something you need to look out for is players, when you get enough cards in the players' hands, they will try to combine them to synergies and actually stack more than one card at a time, which can actually make your job extremely difficult. Okay, that's everything I have on the pros and cons of plot twist cards. If you found this video helpful or informative, please share, like and subscribe. You know the deal. And please make a comment below if you have any questions on the negatives and positives or pros and cons of using plot twist cards. What have you found yourself? Until next time, keep rolling those 20s.